What's up guys, Moonman here, and I'm in Scottsboro, Alabama today to check out probably its most famous location, the Unclaimed Baggage Center, a place where your lost luggage on the airlines will eventually end up and be for sale if they cannot get it back to you. I've been wanting to come here for a long time. It has some permanent displays of things they've found, but it's also a place where you can buy things. So maybe we will. Let's do it. Onward to the entrance. Here's a thing about the history. So 1970, this guy Doyle Owens, he actually heard on his radio that Trailways bus lines had a growing stack of unclaimed baggage. So from the bus, not a plane at that point. And he actually had an idea. He struck a deal. He borrowed $300 from his father-in-law, went to DC in his truck and picked up a bunch of suitcases that were in that, and then he sold it all, and it still works to this day. People still come by it, and it's visited by over 1 million people a year. It's crazy. And on top of that story, they actually, a truck similar to the one he would have had now stands outside. Welcome to the Unclaimed Baggage Center. It's pretty cool. Before I walk in, second life for every bag. Here's a little mock-up they have here of like an old bus or truck, like a box truck. It's pretty cool. So they have this other part here, but it says snap your find right there. If you buy something, you can take a picture with it, and you can use that hashtag unclaimed baggage. It's pretty cool. So most of the store is like this. It is just resold stuff, but that's not all. Museum. So keep in mind, all this was found in luggage. He's got Egyptian artifacts. So the ancient Egyptian Epsilon axe head was found in there. There's a fine Egyptian painting, wood sarcophagus mask. It's crazy. And it's just sitting in someone's luggage. And you know they had to miss this. They actually found a autographed basketball from Michael Jordan. And then below there, there's a taxidermy rattlesnake. And that's actually, they did not find that. They actually put that in there to commemorate a time where in one of the bags, they actually found a live rattlesnake, and it was really surprised, and so were they. Here is a whalebone carving right there. It's interesting. It's a small collection of shrunken heads. That's cool. This thing is an instrument from Tibet known as a dong chin. So here's some antique instruments they found, but including it is a drum head signed by the members of the band Kings of Leon. Someone definitely misses that. Here is a bronze head from Benin, which is in West Africa, and it's a commemorative piece depicting a noble person. It's likely the person was of a noble birth, like a member of a royal family. There's a Scottish, like tartan kind of Highland thing, bagpipes. Pretty cool. There's a helmet from Nitro Circus Live. There is some boots signed by Tony Dorsett. He was a football player for the Cowboys. There's Muhammad Ali signed a cowboy hat, signed here in the inner parts of it. And then there's one signed by Gary Sinise, Lieutenant Dan himself. And a camera used for diving, and a deep water diving helmet, and a gas mask from Russia. Toys, stuff like that, some antiques, some antique video equipment. It's pretty cool. I think the most famous item they have is actually this. It's a puppet named Hoggle from the movie Labyrinth with David Bowie. And there's a little poster of it right there. It actually has things that make his face move and all that, but it's out for repair. But yeah, they actually found the Hoggle. It's really crazy. He's one of the main guys who like leads the main character into the labyrinth itself. See, in the movie Labyrinth, he actually leads the main character, played by Jennifer Connelly, into the labyrinth for the Goblin King, which is David Bowie. But he later joins her side, helps her out, and he at first is really scared, but then he becomes sort of brave. And I never pictured him being like this. I always thought it was really much smaller and just made it look bigger on the camera. That's crazy. And this to add to the Hoggle saga. He's actually made by Jim Henson, the guy who made all the Muppets. Tinkerbell. A bunch of painted suitcases over here by the fitting rooms. Yeah. This is a Hani headdress worn by the Hani. Also, this is also known as a Yuko. It is a tribe from Asia who wear these really ornate headdresses. There's another little photo op. You can put your head through a suitcase. Really expensive bottle of cognac, but also a newspaper from France from 1934. Here is a Jean-Michel Basquiat works. I think this one in particular, they don't know if it's authentic or not. And in the men's section, they have a little plane over top of it. Pretty cool.